So, John, this is the official trailer of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 starring Ben Schwartz, Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves. It's a full trailer, just under 3 minutes long. It's pretty long for a trailer.
It is long, yeah.
I know we just did the Christopher Reeve one, which was roughly about the same, but that was more a documentary. But this, a lot of information. I hope they don't give too much away. Really enjoyed the first movie, John. Thought it was really took me out by surprise. And the redesign of Sonic was the big thing, wasn't it? At that point, when I think in the January,
it was terrible.
It was terrible, and then by the summer they'd fixed it.
Human teeth.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird.
And a fucking hedgehog.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? But obviously, fan pressure led to the change, and what we got in the end was decent aesthetically. Also, the film was very, very good. The casting was perfect. Ben Schwartz has obviously Sonic. I think we had James Marsden in it as well, if I'm not wrong, and also Jim Carrey playing the iconic Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
Yeah, well remembered.
Did I say that right there? I don't know.
Did,
Keanu Reeves is in this, Stephen.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie, I never seen the second one. I'd have to go and watch that. Perhaps before I watch this, might be a bit silly reacting to it. It was the one with Tails, yeah. Knuckles and Tails, yeah. They introduced that, and also we did have Robotnik come back. I'd need to go and watch that. I presume it must have done well because we're getting a trilogy. But I mean, I really enjoyed the first one. It was a surprise, happy little surprise, a happy little treat.
Jim Carrey. I mean, this guy's virtually retired, and he's and a big thing about him was that he didn't do sequels. Obviously, he did that rubbish Dumb and Dumber one, but he's come back for a third time to play this role again. He must enjoy this.
It's almost like a callback to his younger self in the 90s, though. It's a very lively, physical performance he's given as this villainous character. It's a character I grew up with. I played the Sonic games when I was a little kid, and he was very much in my psyche. Robotnik, I hated the bastard. I want to say, right up there, while Luigi was Sonic, wasn't it? No, he was Mario. Yeah, but I hated him as well. But I digress, man. Really enjoyed seeing the character being brought to life in the film. Hopefully the second one's good. I'll watch that, and then we get a sense of what's going on here. Hopefully it's not too spoilerific, you know what I mean, for the second film. But we're going to react to it anyway, and hopefully enjoy it. Shall we press play?
Yeah, let's do it, yeah.
Play off.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
There's been a high-level security breach. And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like yours, Sonic. But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with a giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
That's almost like
he is much more impressive than the Hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No! My turn. Can we just talk about this?
It's fucking crazy.
He's too powerful. Sonic! I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor!
We have visitors.
This is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition. Let's do this!
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it!
I need room.
But, sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code!
What did you do?
What I had to.
That's what really good, man.
Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are you?
In the saggy flesh.
Oh, he's brilliant, man.
That's new.
Oh, he's really good.
Yeah.
What I'm liking about it is just that they're taking the concept of Sonic and they're just, they're not making that everything the be all and end all of the actual franchise in this particular film. He's just a character amongst a really good looking action movie, and that's the key, Stephen, to making and adapting video game movies. You don't just rehash the same old shit that we've had in the games. And in Sonic, that'd be really difficult anyway, because in the main it was a sort of side-scrolling platformer. You need to create new stories that are really, obviously, interactive and interesting for multiple demographics. And it just so happens to be a Sonic character that's in it.
I think Robotnik as well. I think we're going to see another side to him here. Obviously introducing the father. Do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Dr. Evil meeting his father, Michael Caine. And I think it was Austin Powers 3 Gold member, I think. And you saw a different side to him. The other thing, it looks like Sonic, just the way the character's obviously designed, is that, is it Shadow they call that villain?
Yeah.
I think he's going to try and redeem him rather than fight him. Although we're seeing a bit of face off in that trailer, I think he's going to try and save him.
I think there'll be a turn.
Himself,
Robotnik will end up teaming up with his father and going villain again at the end. And they'll all work together to fight him. I think that'll be the way it'll work out. Because a heavy hinting at the fact he's just like you, but he didn't have the sort of lovely experience you had finding family and friends. He found pain and whatnot. So they're painting it like he's a villain, but he's been shaped by his environment. So he's not a villain at heart. He can be turned, like you said, Stephen. It's almost like fucking Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I like it. It feels like an epic. I wouldn't like to see them moving beyond this and making like 4 or 5 movies, because as you look at the previous ones, they're pretty standard 6.5, 7 out of 10 kind of movies. I wouldn't be overstaying my welcome with this franchise. I would make a really epic kind of ensemble, fucking Marvel Avengers kind of Sonic vibe movie, and then just go out into the sunset. We don't want to see Jim Carrey coming back for a 4th movie. We don't want to see them ripping the arse out of it. To basically tell a long story short.
Keanu Reeves, was he playing Shadow by any chance?
He may have been.
I didn't really.
You know, I'd have to search it up.
I didn't hear his voice. I don't know. You know.
I think.
Keanu Reeves is Keanu Reeves.
He's playing Shadow,
He doesn't really hide his voice, but I couldn't really identify it there.
To be fair, we've kind of got it turned down because we don't want it bleeding through and creating an echo. Because I have to do some editing to try and move it. There's always a slight delay from what we're hearing to what's actually happening direct into the sort of interface and into OBS. So kind of turn it down a bit. So I'll not hold that against you, Stephen. But yeah, he's playing Shadow. Look, you know you're doing well. I'm not the biggest fan of James Marsden. He is a good actor. He was really good in the first one. Like I said, I've not seen the second one, but you know you're doing something right with a franchise and with a movie when James Marsden's not even getting in the top 3 billing.
Yeah, it was
because he's a fucking good actor.
Yeah. When
Whether you like him or not.
the billing, I thought, that's weird.
Maybe he isn't in it. Maybe it's just a flashback. I don't know. I think he is in it though.
He is in it, yeah.
But so you're doing something right when he's like 4th, 5th billing in a movie. That means you're casting well and you've got an epic story to tell.
I think the one I watched, John, with Ben Schwartz as well, voicing Sonic, I think he's just got that kind of charisma. He's got this sort of childlike voice as well, very high energy and naive at times, you know, and just I think it suits the character very well. So they've done really well with the cast.
Ben Whishaw at Dun Paddington. He was in the Bond movies as well. I think it was Ryan Reynolds in Detective Pokemon. Detective Pikachu, Pokemon, fucking all screw that. It's really important when you're doing this kind of hybrid CGI live action kind of movie that you get the casting absolutely bang on, the voice acting for the CG characters bang on, and even the other ones, the side characters, Tails and the other one anyway.
Knuckles.
I keep wanting to say Worms, I don't know why. That's another video game, John. Worms, tanks and shit and blowing things up. It's not this one. They should do an adaptation of that. But they even look as though they're well cast and they're bringing the energy and they've got good. It was almost like Dave Bautista's fucking Drax the Destroyer there. I really want to fight him. That was the energy I was getting. Stupidly trying to take on Thanos. You're gonna die, mate. You're going to get your head fucking blasted off a wall somewhere. Don't do it. So they've casted really well. I need to get back and watch the second one. It's rated higher, I think, or if not the same as the first. So it's in a decent trajectory. It's going in the right direction, and this looks like an epic conclusion potentially to the story.
20th of December, John. Good time.
Good time, yeah. Right in the middle of the holiday season. Lots of families going to the theatres. May have legs, not a lot of competition going into New Year. They're positioning it here. Obviously, word of mouth and how it actually is as an artistic entity will determine. You see what I did there? Artistic entity will determine its success long term. It's certainly determined whether I go and see it in the theatres. What's your thoughts though on Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Did you see Sonic the Hedgehog 2? What's your thoughts on the trailer? Thoughts on the casting? Thoughts on Ivo Eggman Robotnik having a father coming back and they're having a bit of a weird moment at the end there? Shadow, Keanu Reeves, anything you want to share, our reaction, put it down below in the comments section. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications straight to one's eyes for future content like this. And all that's left to be said is until the next time, thank you once again for watching us, and bye-bye.